Very respected Mr. Pratap, our Dean Academics, Professor Bhaskar, under whose supervision, this accreditation process took place. Very esteemed colleagues from the institute, the officials, non-teaching staff, and I'm told there are some students as well. Actually, this accreditation is for the students only, not for us, not for the institute. It is for you because institute, the very purpose of the institute are the students. Now this accreditation rights for achievement of highest standard of quality assurance in business education for demonstrating a sustained commitment to high quality and continuous improvement. So the fundamental question comes in that if accreditation is about putting your efforts and your processes subject to scrutiny by an outside agency based on certain common denominators of standards, are we ready for? Otherwise, accreditations are no more than a marketing tool. This is how institutions have been using it. But the best thing about an institution coming forward to place their processes subject to scrutiny by an experts from outer world needs enormous courage. And you all have manifested this courage, not just once, but twice, and have come out successfully. Applaud lies with you all. So many congratulations to all of you. Many congratulations. As Professor Bhaskar very aptly said, probably we are the only institution in the country to have been re-accredited on all 3 international accreditation brands. Is it? We are the only institution. Yeah. So this ensures that our practices and the standards of pursuit of our practices have not been like once in a blue moon type. Many of the institutions I have seen accreditations. I'll also try to talk a little about the other forms of accreditations. But there have been deliberate attempts made by institute to prepare themselves for accreditation processes. Now that is not what the very purpose of accreditation is. And here lies the difference between accreditation and ranking as well. Because when we talk of ranking, we talk of comparison of outcomes among ourselves. And in accreditation, we put ourselves subject to scrutiny vis-a-vis standards. So, like ranking is a percentile form, which is very prevalent in your system. But accreditation is vis-a-vis the standard, what is required. And as I said, that this institution has proved its worthiness repeatedly, time and again. So not just Professor Bhaskar, but the entire team of Professor Bhaskar, all the faculty members, all the students who have been consistently maintaining the process deserves applaud. Now, I met Mr. Pratap in Hong Kong, and we did share a lot there. We did share a lot with several other institutions as well. But it is also important to understand that we as an institution, why at all are we needing accreditation? I mean, validation of our processes by an outside agency. I mean, an agency that is not from India. And at times I'm a marketing student, so I keep contemplating on the very idea, because AASCB has recently been invited by Ministry of Education also for, they are contemplating on sharing the idea of AASCB, particularly accreditation by most of other management institutes of the country. Now we already have National Accreditation and Assessment Council in India. In National Education Policy, it was proposed that there will be one body. Currently we have National Board of Accreditation, which largely accredits and does other rankings for engineering and management institutions. Besides, we have NAC. All those bodies will merge and become part of National Accreditation Council. The bill has already been laid in the parliament, and most likely we are going to see that in form of Vikasit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan, where all these form part of this VBSA. Then why do we need validation of our processes by external agency, especially when we are not actually targeting international students? So why do we need international validation of accreditation? Accreditation means a conformance to our standards vis-a-vis the quality parameters laid internationally. Isn't it? So simple. And we hardly get students from abroad. We do not have any faculty from abroad. I mean, attracting talent in terms of faculty is not our, mandate. Students we hardly get. So where are we going to use it? So I kept thinking of this, and because they charge heavily also. And probably ministry is talking with them. And ours was the only institute that had provided all the inputs on international accreditation vis-a-vis fees and other things. We provided the first, and they used our information only to talk, and probably they are discussing on some discounts also. So I used to think of why at all do we need international validation? But then I think because we do not prepare our student only for domestic consumption, we essentially need these international accreditations for value enhancement of the output that we are working for. So when they go out to international placement companies, to international organizations, and subsequently leverage it for the greater good of not just Indian corporate, but international, multinational, transnational companies. These accreditations are going to serve the very purpose. Because, as I said at the outset, that this institution is for the students. It is not for a director, it is not for a professor, it is not for the officials, it is for students. We all are there to serve their cause. And it is through this accreditation that we are going to serve the long-term interest of our students. And we assure you, on behalf of all the faculty, to Pratap and to everyone sitting here, that we are certainly going to maintain the highest standards of quality assurance in business education by demonstrating a standard commitment to high quality and continuous improvement. Thank you very much for it.